At 64, Ricky Gervais finally admits why he'll never marry, and his confession is both surprising and deeply personal. Known for his sharp wit, fearless comedy, and brutally honest takes on life, Gervais has never been one to shy away from saying exactly what he thinks. From his groundbreaking creation The Office to his unfiltered Golden Globes monologues, fans have always admired his refusal to play by Hollywood's rules. But when it comes to his personal life, especially his long-standing relationship with his partner Jane Fallon, Ricky has always kept things relatively private. Now, at 64, his reasons for never tying the knot have finally been laid bare, and they reveal a philosophy on love, commitment, and happiness that is both unconventional and heartfelt. Ricky Gervais has been with Jane Fallon for decades, and their bond is stronger than many marriages in Hollywood. Yet he has often stated, with his trademark humor, that marriage simply isn't necessary for them. What makes this revelation so striking is that it goes against the traditional expectations of society, where love is often measured by rings, ceremonies, and legal papers. For Gervais, the foundation of his relationship has always been trust, respect, and companionship, things he believes cannot be made stronger by a piece of paper. His admission at 64 is not a rejection of love, but rather a celebration of the kind of partnership that defies convention. What makes this even more emotional is the honesty behind it. Gervais has admitted that he never wanted children, and that choice, paired with his decision not to marry, has often raised eyebrows. Yet in his own words, happiness doesn't come from conforming to what others expect. It comes from living authentically, in a way that feels right for you and your partner. His refusal to marry is not about fear of commitment, but about rejecting unnecessary rituals that don't define the depth of his bond. In many ways, this choice makes his relationship even more admirable, because it proves that love can thrive outside of tradition. At the same time, Gervais has confessed that part of his decision stems from his deep fear of loss. Having experienced the pain of losing loved ones, he knows how fragile life can be. To him, adding the legal and ceremonial layers of marriage would not protect him or Jane from the inevitable hardships of life. Instead, he chooses to focus on the present, cherishing the simple joy of sharing his life with someone who understands him completely. This honesty gives his words a tragic edge, because it reveals the vulnerability behind the jokes and bravado that have defined his public persona. For fans, Ricky's admission at 64 is eye-opening because it shows a side of him rarely seen. Behind the sarcasm and sharp punchlines is a man who values authenticity over appearances, depth over tradition, and love over labels. It also shows that happiness can look very different from the picture society paints, and that true connection doesn't need validation from ceremonies or paperwork. The tragedy, if there is one, is that many people will never understand or accept his choices. Ricky himself has admitted that being constantly asked about marriage or children sometimes frustrates him because it suggests that people cannot see the value in his relationship as it is. But for Ricky and Jane, the laughter, love, and shared journey they've had for more than 4 decades speak louder than any vow ever could. At 64, Ricky Gervais' confession about why he'll never marry is not just about his own life. It's a statement that challenges the way we think about love and happiness. For him, the meaning of partnership has never been about ceremonies, but about finding someone who makes the journey worthwhile. And that, more than anything else, is why his story resonates so deeply. It proves that love doesn't need rules, traditions, or labels to be real.